Hello, friends. Welcome back to day 7. And yesterday we discussed about operators, right? Today we are going to learn advanced data structures like list, tuple, set, dictionary. Believe me, guys, these four data structures is very important in production level. And today we are going to learn list data type. What is list data type? Our first concept is list data type. What is list? If we want to, if we want to present a group of values, A is a single entity where insertion in order is required to preserve and duplicates also allowed. Then we should go for list data type. What I have explained. If represent, we want to represent a group of values as a single entity where insertion order is preserved and duplicates also required or allowed. Then we should go for then we should go for then we should go for list data type. Then you may doubt what is single, and we can store elements within a single entity. Single entity means initially earlier what we have to only single variable we can store a single value, right? Int A is equals to 10, b is equals to 20, something like. I want group of values stored in the single entity like this. A is equal to 10, comma 20, comma 30 or 40. This I want. This list can do. Within the, we have to represent square brackets like this. A is equal to, how to define list? A is equals to, within the brackets, we have to define 10, 20, 30, 40 like that. That is, if you want to represent group of values as a single entity, where insertion order is preserved, then immediately, first point you made out. What is insertion order? Insertion order is preserved. Then insertion order is preserved means whatever you define the values, 10, 20 order, whatever you define that values order wise, in the output also you want to see same order. That type of variables are called insertion order, or that type of concept is called insertion order. Next, you may get. I will explain in the practically. Then you may get clarity. And heterogeneous objects are allowed. Heterogeneous objects are allowed. What is heterogeneous? Heterogeneous means I don't want to define as a single data type, same data type. I want to store multiple data types like multiple data type means I can store either int or float, string, key, or float 10.557 or whatever boolean values, whatnot. Any data type we can store a single variable. That is called heterogeneous objects. And third one is duplicates are allowed. Duplicates are allowed. Next feature is duplicates are allowed. What is duplicates are allowed? Duplicate means I have to define same value repeatedly. For example, here I have to store 10 Venki. Again I have to store 10. Again I have to store 10 means this is duplicate variable. But I want this requirement. These requirements also the list can satisfy your requirements. And next concept is values. Well, next value should be enclosed. Already I told you this, enclosed within square brackets. Square brackets. Keep it in mind, square brackets is mandatory. Whenever you define the list within the square bracket, you have to define the values. In the square brackets is mandatory. If you forget square brackets, okay, what? If any error came, no, it will considered as a tuple. That I will explain you later while we are learning to the tuple. You understood basic understand. I mean, you understood, right? Basic plot or the basic definition. What is list? If you want to represent a group of values as a single entity where insertion order is preserved. Okay. Our duplicates are allowed and we should go for list data types. What is insertion order we know, and what is the heterogeneous meaning we know, what are the duplicates are allowed we know, and value should be enclosed in the square brackets we know. How to define list? Already I explained earlier. Again, for definition sake, I can explain. Can define a variable. Within the variable, we have to create a square brackets. Under that, we have to store whatever you want the values. Use. Can we execute this? Whether can we execute it or not? Print A. And I want to print. I have defined the square brackets. In the square brackets, I have defined some values. You may doubt whether I'm explaining this list within the square brackets, within the square brackets that is correct or not, whether this concept is a list or not. You may doubt, right? Then I want to. We have a print a type constant, right? Type function is there. Which is getting which type we are defining, type of A. Then immediately we have to print whatever you have defined values and order also whatever you have defined same order that displayed, right? That is order is preserved. And type also we printed, right? Class is list. Understood? And next, you understood that list, right? Some important functions. Important functions are there by support list. Important functions of list. First function or method. Someone called function, someone called method. First, length method. Length method. What is length method? Returns the number of elements present in the list. The list. How we can use? Same thing. A is equals to some define. I want to print length. How many values are there? Print length of A. What output it returns? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is written, right? You can execute it. Whether it is 4 is printed or any other value is printed. See, 4 is printed. This length supports list. And the next method, count. Next method is count. What is count? It returns the number of occurrences of specified item in the list. Occurrences. For example, occurrences means, uh, for example, I will write a definition first. Return the number of occurrences of specified. Don't worry if any spelling mistakes, na, don't worry. I'll provide clear notes in the list. What is occurrences? Occurrences means repeated value in the list. For example, is equal to 10 comma 10 comma 20 comma 20 comma 30 comma 40 50. Okay, here 10, here I define repeated values, right? Here 10 value, how many times it is repeated I want in the particular list. 10 value, how many times repeated in the particular list I want to print. Then we have to use count method. Print a dot count of 10. Then immediately, what is the output? 2, right? 2, right? 10 is 2 times is repeated. That's what it will print 2. Understood, right? This is the count method. And third one is index function. Index function. What is index function? Returns the index of first occurrence of the specified items. Returns the index of first occurrence of the specified item. What is? For example, I have a list is equals to same thing. 1 comma 2 comma 2 comma 2 comma 2 comma 3 comma 3. Okay. Then print n dot index of 1. 1 is which index? 0 index, right? I want to I want to know 1 is which index, or I want to know 3 is which index. In that type of cases, we have to use index. We can execute it. Sorry, not n, a. 1 is there in a 0 index. This is the index function or method. These are the important functions to support a list. Okay. And next, we have to use mathematical operations. Mathematical operations by using plus operator plus mathematical operators using list. First one is plus operator. What is plus? For example, a is equals to 1 comma 2 comma 3. Okay. And b is equals to 2 comma 3 comma 4. Now I want to print a plus b. In this case, what is the output? Most of the people confused, and even interviewer ask this type of questions. A is equal to 1, 2, 3, and b is equal to 2, 3, 4, and print a plus b. Then immediately most of the people they're adding values. 1 plus 2, 3, 2 plus 3, 5, 3 plus 4 is 7. 157 is the answer. No, because we are adding the list, not the values. Okay. In this case, what is the output? We are adding list 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. This is like coming output. See whether am I right or not. See, this is the plus operator. And same thing, star operators will explain. Second one is star operator or repetition operator. Same thing. What happen by using star operator? What happen if you are using star operator? Same. Can't multiply sequence the non into type list. Oh, sorry. We are using star operator, right? Minute. B is equal to 2. Now you can enter. It is coming 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Because multiply 2 times list, not the values. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If you add 3 means 3 times it will print. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now you understood, right? I will correct it in the notes. 3, something like. And this is the list. And most note point, list is mutable nature. List is mutable nature. What is mutable? Then you may immediately doubt what is mutable. Mutable means we can change the content. We can change the content in the middle. Once you create that list, for example, you have created list. Okay. For index 0 is 1, right? I don't want to index 0 is 1. I want to 10. You have to change dynamically. For example, I have defined a is equals to 1 to 3. Now, I don't want to 0 as 1, 0 index as 1. A of 0 equals to 10. Then print A. And 1 is replaced with 10. This type of flexibility is there in Python. Python and list. See, initially you define 1, 2, 3. And after you change that index value in value, and it will print 10 to 3. Now you understood what is mutable. Okay. I will tell you while explaining tuple. Here, tuple is immutable. What is the difference between mutable and immutable? This is also very important interview question. And some other functions also there. Some other functions. Some other functions. Mm, remove function, pop function, extend function. This other functions also there. Can explain those things also. First one is append. First one is append. What is append? We can use append functions to add item at the end of the list. We can use append function to add item at the end of the list. End of the list. I want to add end of the list because I have defined on the list. Okay. I want to change or I want to add some other element in the list. Is it possible? For example, list empty. List equal to empty. I want to add list dot append of 1. Venki. And list dot append. List dot append of some Rahul. List equal to print list. What is output? We can check. Hmm. Rahul. Yeah, I missed that inverted commas. And list dot append Venki. List to, sorry, I have defined LST. Now I have called as list. See, Venki, Rahul is coming, right? Venki, Rahul is coming. Where we can use this concept. For example, some college system is here. Okay, some college system, that college attendance or college joining. Okay, joining. For example, class A person joined, and tomorrow B person is joined, and day after tomorrow C person joined. You have to create one list, and whoever that add, you have to add those list, right? That person list, right? There we can use append. I hope you get clarity. Append. And second function is insert. What is insert? Same. This is also we can add to add elements to the list up to 100, which are divisible by. Sorry. To insert item at specified index position. Index position. What is the meaning of that? N equals to 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4. Then immediately I have to insert second index or third index. How? N dot insert of index some 3848. I want to add second one index. I want to add this value. Print n. We'll check in practically. Okay. See, initially you define index 1 is 2. Now after you change in index 88. Understood, right? And one more last concept is in the list remove function. Remove function or method. What is remove? We can use this function to remove specified item from the list. We can use this function or method to remove specified item specified item from the list. How? Simple, sir. Again, n equals to list, and how to remove n dot remove of one index, two value, or three value, anything you want to remove. Print n, print n. We can use this function to remove specified item from the list. Invalid syntax, and that remove two. Oh, sorry. I have to comment it. Now see, it's removed, right? Two is removed. This is the very, very useful concept in Python. Now you understood, right? And slice concept is support or not in the list. And one more thing, slice concept. Already I have explained previous videos what is slice concept. Slice supports list or not. Yes. For example, n equals to slice means to cut the pieces, right? I want here I have defined 1 2 3 4. Tomorrow I have defined 1,000 values. Okay, while I am printing, I don't want to print all numbers. I want to print particular numbers. Then there we have to use slice concept. For example, print 1 2 3 4. I don't want to 1 2 3 4. I want start to in I mean 0 colon to 1. Remaining values I don't want. This is the concept of slice operator, and slicing concept supports in list. See, 1 is printed, right? 0 to 1. 0 1. Here this is the starting position. This is the end position, end minus 1 position. Okay, that's what we printed 1. I hope you get clarity, everything. Uh, that's it from today. What we have learned list concept and respected support functions in the list. Tomorrow we'll continue same data structure, tuple, set, date, some other concepts also there, right? Important where yeah, tuple, set, dict. These things once these three concepts are completed, na, then slowly we'll enter functions, modules, packages, and ops. Once we'll complete it, na, we'll start with a course. First we'll start prompt engineer course, and after that basic automation related, and after that LLMs, everything once we'll can don't worry, within 3 to 4 months we'll mastery about Python plus some data science area will enter. Understood, right? That's it from today. If you like this video, if you have any doubts, please comment it. Thank you. Thank you.